was going to go the whole time, this whole weekend, and not talk about the Ring of Honor shows. Nah, wasn't going to happen. You know, gave the WWE their due, but nah. I was going to talk about them a little bit. Sorry, just the way it was going to be. For those of you not aware, every year, Ring of Honor does put on 2 WrestleMania weekend shows, and what they are, there's a Friday and Saturday show. They have become kind of a tradition that they've started to do, and they piggyback on Ring of Honor, or on WrestleMania weekend, and it is usually they have actually, when they've done this, they've actually kind of put on better shows than WrestleMania. They've actually topped WrestleMania the last few times they've done this, which is saying something. Last year's WrestleMania I felt was a very good show. I thought both shows, I thought at least the Supercard of Honor last year definitely was better than WrestleMania. And then I would say 2 years ago, I think both shows were actually better than that year's WrestleMania. So they don't just, you know, piggyback off WrestleMania. They actually bring the goods when they do, and they've always tried to up the ante, put on the very best shows humanly possible. And from all accounts, they went out there and did everything they could this year to put on 2 very, very good shows. The Friday show, Dragon Gate Challenge 2, which featured ROH taking on the Dragon Gate promotion from Japan, was said to, at the very least, be a solid show. Most people are saying it was still a great show, from the people that I respect and that I trust their opinions that were live at the show. Said this was a great show. And not only that, but they had 1,300 people there, a little bit over 1,300 people, 1,300 and change, which for Ring of Honor and for being the first time they had ever been in Orlando is a very good number. I'm not gonna lie, that I think is about what a lot of us, the Ring of Honor fans, felt that they should do. Wasn't sure if they were going to be able to do it, particularly with fan access going on, and TNA putting on 3 tapings over WrestleMania weekend. So I think that was a great number for Ring of Honor. Apparently there was also a lot of kids there. There was a lot of families. There was a lot of non-traditional Ring of Honor fans there, which I think is a great thing, and apparently really helped the Dragon Gate Challenge show, because I think one thing that happens in Ring of Honor shows that I've noticed with the fans is sometimes they're a little too smarty, and sometimes they forget that, hey, you're there to have fun. And I think having the kids there, and from people I respect and people that I've read do kind of reviews, said pretty much the same thing, that the kids there was a pretty groovy thing, because it kind of livened up the show a little bit. That led to Supercard of Honor 3, which by all accounts may have even topped WrestleMania as far as a wrestling show goes, which is saying a lot, and I'm not going to deny that. But from the people that I respect, from the people I respect their opinions and all of that, a lot of these people have said this could have been the best show Ring of Honor has ever put on, and that within itself is saying a whole lot. Again, not quite as many people. I believe there was still over 1,000 people at Supercard of Honor 3, which went pretty much head-to-head with the WWE Hall of Fame ceremonies, which is the one gripe I do have about these weekends with ROH. I really think that the Saturday show needs to be an afternoon show, so that you're not forcing people to make the decision of, do I go to the ROH show or go to the WWE Hall of Fame show? Because I think most Ring of Honor fans would like to go to the WWE Hall of Fame show. I really do. I think that's something that, I got news for you. Next year, I'm probably going to have to make that decision. Which one am I going to go to? And I really don't like having to make it, but I've always felt that. I've always felt like the Saturday show should be an afternoon show, so the fans don't have to make that decision, to be completely honest. So, but that said, Supercard of Honor 3 was said to be amazing. It's said to have at least 3 matches that are worth worth the price of DVDs when it comes out. So I definitely would recommend checking out both of these shows when they come out. Probably come out near the end of the month. And it just sounds like two awesome shows, particularly Supercard of Honor 3. I don't want to give anything away, but those two shows just sound amazing. Dragon Gate Challenge sounds very good, particularly if you like the Dragon Gate guys. They brought in a few different guys, BB Hulk being one of them, which is a very good guy. And both shows just sound really good, and I think they will be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see them when they come out. I'll probably get them, I don't know about as soon as they come out, but we'll wait and see about that. But still, they sounded like extremely good shows, and that's always a good thing. And this is one thing that I think Ring of Honor does that is very cool, because basically, when they started doing this, a lot of people wondered if they'd be able to do this, and them doing it was really kind of cool. And the fact that it has come off, and the fact that, again, you know, WrestleMania was so good, and still people were saying that, even people that went to both shows said that Supercard of Honor 3 was actually better than WrestleMania, and a lot of those people thought WrestleMania was amazing. So, and a lot of them were saying, hey, I thought WrestleMania was amazing. I'm telling you, Supercard of Honor 3 was maybe just a tad bit better. So it'll be very interesting to see. I'm looking forward to seeing both shows. Also, keep in mind that finally, the national release, yes, if you Ring of Honor DVDs. So what that means is KOCH DVDs have released 2 Ring of Honor DVDs that you can go down to Best Buy. This is the biggest place I think that you can go. I don't think Walmart's carrying them, but I think Best Buy is. You can go down there, see if they've got them. Check Amazon.com, check BestBuy.com. Released 2 nationally released DVDs. So all of you that have always been kind of hesitant of going and getting some Ring of Honor DVDs, here are 2 that should be easy for you to find, easy to get. I believe they're going to retail somewhere around $15. They're actually less than most normal Ring of Honor DVDs. The first one is Bloodstained of Honor, which sounds like an awesome show, or not show, but best of. Both of these DVDs are best ofs, which cover pretty much most of the history of Ring of Honor, to be completely honest. You're going to have some Joe stuff on here, some Punk stuff, Colt Cabana stuff, just some really good stuff. They actually had, on Bloodstained of Honor, you actually had Team ROH versus Team CCW, which is one of the greatest feuds Ring of Honor's ever had on here. So that definitely is this. I would say looks to be the better of the two DVDs. And then there's Stars of Honor, and Stars of Honor basically is runs down. You're gonna have Samoa Joe versus Punk, Homicide versus MVP, that sort of thing. Jimmy Noble versus Roderick Strong, Bryan Danielson versus Brian Kendrick, Matt Hardy versus Homicide, Matt Hardy versus Roderick Strong, Christopher Daniels versus Christian Cage, Samoa Joe and Joe Lethal versus Low-Ki and Homicide. They actually have some bonus material of the history of Samoa Joe and CM Punk, Larry Sweeney confronting Bruno Sammartino, and Mick Foley and CM Punk promo. Very good stuff. You can see them you can get them at Best Buy and FYE stores. So definitely check those out if you've always wanted to check out Ring of Honor stuff that never have had the opportunity to. Just simply because you're kind of hesitant to buy stuff online or whatever. But these 2 shows, like I said, best ofs. I usually don't recommend best of DVDs from Ring of Honor. These are 2 very big exceptions, because almost every match on there, particularly the first one, is extremely. Bloodstained Honor looks extremely good DVD, and Stars of Honor is a really good DVD if you just kind of want to see the history of Ring of Honor, people that have been in Ring of Honor, and kind of get a better feel for Ring of Honor, and you don't really have that good of a feel for Ring of Honor. So that's it for this one. I'm out.